The trade that happened right before the Subban for Weber trade was a trade between the Oilers and the Devils. Adam Larsson for Taylor Hall. Now, this is a deal that a lot of people are saying, New Jersey, you guys are fantastic. You were able to acquire Taylor Hall, of all people, just for Adam Larsson? Are you serious? Well, really, take a step back and take a look at what we got here. We got ourselves Taylor Hall, 24 years old, first overall in 2010. He is a good player. 65 points last year in 82 games, a career year. He is a guy who is definitely on the upscale. He's definitely just going to get better and better as the years go on, and the Oilers and the Oilers fans and just fans of the sport in general have been asking, what's the price for Taylor Hall? Because the Oilers have basically said, we're going to trade a whole bunch of people. We can trade a whole bunch of people. The only untouchable we have right now is Connor McDavid. That's basically the message of what they said. And they trade Taylor Hall away. Everyone was like, what's it going to take to get Hall? A first? Maybe a good prospect? A few of those things combined, I have no idea. But New Jersey comes in and says, hey, we'll give you guys Adam Larsson for Taylor Hall, and Edmonton is all like, yeah, we'll take that deal. Now, why did they do this? Well, Taylor Hall, first overall in 2010. Adam Larsson, he's a guy who was drafted 4th overall in 2011, and he was drafted at that position. He was the number 1 ranked European skater for a reason, as a defenseman, and he has been a guy who has been playing with New Jersey for quite some time. He's been playing for the Jersey Devils ever since he got drafted. He did not have a draft plus 1 year playing in the SHL. He started playing in the SHL 7 years ago, back when he was in the 16, 17-year-old range, I believe. He stepped into the Devils lineup immediately, had a few games with the Albany Devils, but for the most part, he spent a good amount of time playing with the Devils, and this year, he had his full 82-game season. He had 18 points, it's not that good, but he's a good defensive player, and he knows how to play defense. That's why he was drafted 4th overall. This is a guy who the Oilers need. This is a guy who the Oilers have been trying to get for a long time. They got Oscar Klefbom. He's going to be great. They got themselves Darnell Nurse, who might be stepping into the lineup full-time in these next coming seasons in the future. And now they have Adam Larsson, who just solidifies that D. Larsson is a guy who has proven himself as an NHLer already, and he's only 23 years old. That's a year younger than Taylor Hall. That's drafted a year after Taylor Hall. But enough about what the Oilers get. What do the Devils get? Well, the Devils, they get a fantastic player. They get a guy who can easily slot in on their first line, replace Mike Camilleri on there, and what do you get? Like a Hall, Henrique, and Palmieri line, because they got themselves Kyle Palmieri, who's just fantastic. Palmieri, he's a young guy as well. He's like 25, I believe, and he just put up fantastic numbers this year. Imagine him playing with Taylor Hall. Imagine Taylor Hall getting all that first-line ice time and the power play time and everything. New Jersey is going to be a scary team, and really, Adam Larsson to them is a guy who they could use, yeah, but New Jersey actually has such a young defensive core already. You got yourselves Severson, Merrill, Steven Santini, who's 21, and even a John Moore at 25 years old could be considered a quote-unquote young defenseman. The point is the New Jersey Devils have a lot of young assets there, and maybe giving one of them up in Adam Larsson in exchange for Taylor Hall, who is a very good player, is a good move. This is a good move in my eyes for both teams. I do believe that Edmonton did get a little bit fleeced. They could have maybe asked for a 4th or a 5th as well, but for the most part, Adam Larsson for Taylor Hall straight up is not that bad of a deal for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. For Pulsing, so now it's your troll, like, now subscribe to 9 Gaming, and bye.